In a small village nestled at the base of the mountains, there lived a wise old monk named Master Tenzin. Master Tenzin was known throughout the land for his wisdom, kindness, and ability to help people find peace and happiness. He lived in a simple hut near the village temple, where he spent his days meditating, teaching, and helping those in need. One day, a poor man named John arrived in the village. John had traveled far and wide, looking for work and a better life, but he found nothing but hardship. His clothes were tattered, and he was weak from hunger. Desperate, and with no place to go, John wandered into the village hoping to find some help. The villagers were kind, but they were also struggling. They shared what little they had, but it was not enough to lift John out of his poverty. Feeling dejected, John heard whispers of Master Tenzin and decided to seek him out. He hoped that the wise monk could offer some guidance or a solution to his problems. John found Master Tenzin sitting under a large tree near the temple, surrounded by a group of villagers. The monk was speaking softly, sharing stories and wisdom. When John approached, Master Tenzin looked up and smiled warmly. "Welcome, traveler," Master Tenzin said. "Please sit down." John sat down and listened as Master Tenzin spoke. After a while, when the villagers began to leave, John gathered his courage and approached the monk. "Master Tenzin," John said, bowing respectfully, "I am a poor man with no home, no food, and no hope. I have traveled far in search of a better life, but I have found only misery. Please, can you help me?" Master Tenzin looked at John with compassion. "My son," he said gently, "the answer to your troubles lies not in what you seek from the outside world but in what you find within yourself. Come, let us take a walk." John followed Master Tenzin as they walked through the village and up a narrow path that led into the mountains. The scenery was breathtaking, with towering trees, chirping birds, and the distant sound of a waterfall. As they walked, Master Tenzin spoke. "John, life is full of challenges and hardships, but it is also filled with beauty and opportunities. Often, we are so focused on what we lack that we fail to see the blessings we have. Tell me, what skills do you possess? What can you offer to others?" John thought for a moment. "I am good with my hands," he said. "I can build things, fix things, and I am a quick learner." "But in the cities, no one had worked for me." Master Tenzin nodded. "In this village, we value skills and hard work. If you are willing, you can use your talents to help the villagers. In return, they will help you." John felt a glimmer of hope. "I am willing, Master Tenzin. I will do whatever it takes to improve my life." "Very well," Master Tenzin said with a smile. "Tomorrow, you will start working with the villagers. For now, let us meditate and reflect on the blessings of the present moment." That evening, John sat with Master Tenzin and meditated. At first, his mind was filled with worries and doubts, but slowly, he began to feel a sense of peace. The next morning, John woke up early and went. That evening, John sat with Master Tenzin and meditated. At first, his mind was filled with worries and doubts, but slowly, he began to feel a sense of peace. The next morning, John woke up early and went to the village square. The villagers welcomed him and showed him the tasks that needed to be done. John worked tirelessly, fixing broken fences, repairing roofs, and helping with various chores. Days turned into weeks, and John's life began to change. The villagers appreciated his hard work and dedication, and they provided him with food and shelter. John felt a sense of purpose and belonging that he had never felt before. He continued to visit Master Tenzin, seeking his wisdom and guidance. One day, as John and Master Tenzin sat by the river, the monk spoke. "John, you have come a long way since you first arrived in our village. You have worked hard and helped many people. How do you feel now?" John smiled. "I feel grateful, Master Tenzin. I have found a place where I belong, and I have learned the value of helping others. But there is still one thing that troubles me. I wish to give back more to this village that has given me so much." Master Tenzin nodded thoughtfully. "There is always more we can do, John. Kindness and generosity have no limits. Perhaps you can teach others the skills you possess." By sharing your knowledge, you can empower them to improve their lives as well. John liked the idea. He began to organize small workshops where he taught the villagers how to repair and build things. The workshops were a success, and soon, many villagers had learned new skills that helped them in their daily lives. John's efforts brought the community closer together, and the village thrived. Years passed, and John became an integral part of the village. He built a small house of his own and even started a family. Despite his busy life, he never forgot the lessons he learned from Master Tenzin. He continued to meditate, practice gratitude, and help others. One day, Master Tenzin called John to his hut. The monk looked older and frailer, but his eyes still sparkled with wisdom. "John, my time in this world is coming to an end," Master Tenzin said softly. "But do not be sad, for this is the way of life. I am proud of the men you have become and the positive impact you have had on this village." John felt a lump in his throat. "Thank you, Master Tenzin. I owe everything to you." Master Tenzin shook his head. "No, John, you owe everything to yourself. You found the strength and wisdom within you to change your life. Always remember that true happiness comes from within, and that helping others is the greatest gift one can give." With those words, Master Tenzin closed his eyes and took his final breath. John sat quietly for a long time, reflecting on the monk's teachings. He felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that Master Tenzin's spirit would always be with him. John continued to live a life of service, always remembering the lessons of kindness, gratitude, and inner strength. The village flourished, and Master Tenzin's legacy lived on through the actions of those he had touched. Years later, when John became an old man, he found himself sitting under the same tree where he first met Master Tenzin. A young traveler approached him, looking lost and weary. John smiled warmly and said, "Welcome, traveler. Please join me." And so, the cycle of wisdom and compassion continued, passed down from one generation to the next, like the flowing river that never ceased, always bringing life and hope to those who were willing to embrace it.